Here's how I went from an idea to a working UI mockup in less than 3 minutes. I'm going to use UXPilot that's going to turn my idea prompt into an actual UI that I can start using. So let's get started. So what I want to do right now is build the UI for a mobile application that's going to be a tour booking application. All right. So let's get started with a brand new design. And I'll just say tour one, and I'll just say tour for the context here, because I'm actually going to write the prompt inside of the builder. Okay. So I'm now inside of the builder and I have two options for the use cases: wireframes or HiFi designs. Wireframe is going to be a kind of grayed out scale where I'm going to view the designs with less work per se. And the HiFi design is going to be a beautiful design with like practically all the colors, and it's going to look super nice. So we're going to do both of these in this video. So let's get started with the wireframe. Okay. Then I'm going to select the latest model, which is the standard model here. The screen type, this is going to be a mobile app. So let's select mobile app and then provided the context for what we want for this mobile application. So I'm going to add my prompt right here. And what I do recommend when doing this is clicking on the prompt tools and enhancing the prompt. Or if you're just getting started and just testing, use the prompt examples. The reason I want to enhance a prompt is because it could be a random idea from my head, or it could be a random idea from a different AI system. And what we want to do is use the power of UXPilot to enhance the prompt to work as best as it can here on UXPilot. So enhance it. Then we have the option to enable deep design. Yes, it will take more credits, but yes, it's going to be way better. Okay, so I do recommend that you enable these two. Then we have the option to not just create one page of the mobile application. We can use the auto flow here. It's going to think and it's going to generate the needed pages for this application. And here we go. It just created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages that we are going to need, that it thinks it needs for this mobile application. Now, I would recommend that you go through these with calm, modify them for the details that you need. And yes, I do recommend that you do this. So once you generate it, you get a beautiful design. Now you can move these around if you want to move it up in case you want to display them in a different section, and you can add more screens here. So if you know you have more requirements for your personal application or for your client's requirements, just go ahead and add a screen right here and continue adding what the details are going to be for that screen. So it generates it. And once you're good to go, we are going to start generating. Okay. And here we go. It's going to get started generating our pages right here. Now, as I mentioned before, I also want to test out for you the HiFi designs. So while that is generating, let's go back into UXPilot. Let's go ahead and create a brand new design. And I'm going to name this Tour 2. And again, I'm going to just skip the context here for now. And I'm going to do it over here. So right now we're going to do HiFi designs, keep standard model. And again, this is going to be a mobile application. Add my prompt right here. And yes, I do want it to enhance again because I'm using the original prompt, not the enhanced already prompt. Okay. And here we go. We're going to enable deep design, the max, which will complement one with another, and use autoflow. So it generates the pages for us that we might need. So here we go. Okay. So it generated these pages for us, and see that it generated less pages. Maybe we want to go through these and add more pages. In this case, I'm just going to keep it as it is to give you an idea. All right. So let's go ahead and kick off this design. And remember, this is going to be the HiFi design. So let's give these a couple of minutes for them to be done and show you both of them so you understand how they work and all the available tools that you can start working right now with UXPilot to start tweaking them for your needs. All right, both of my designs are now ready. We are viewing the HiFi design in this case, where you can see it's really beautiful. We already got some images, really nice colors, elements, and it's looking fantastic. Remember, this is a HiFi design. And this is the wireframe design. You can see it's grayed out, obviously because it's a wireframe, but go ahead and make your testing, use less credits to build your design. And once you're good to go ahead and select it and generate the HiFi version. So this will save you credits while making your design and then change it into the HiFi version. So it's a great option. Now let's go ahead and jump into the HiFi design. Let's work with this. So first off, what we want to do is go ahead and select it, and let's go ahead and preview this. Okay. So let's see how it's actually going to look and perform. So in this case, I go ahead and click on the elements. I can type inside of here. I can click and view the calendar, view 2 adults, 3 adults, etc. Make some searches. I can go through these and kind of scroll and get the feel of how the design is actually going to perform. So it's a fantastic option to preview how it's going to perform in this case. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you more options here. So in this case, let's go ahead and select this. You have several options available, including modifying the whole section or specific sections or text editing. Okay. So let's just say that, you know what, it didn't get it on point. I don't think that this is what I wanted. I mean, I was thinking more of a different style, different look, different wording, whatever. Okay. Go ahead and click on edit the global design and go ahead and type in your prompt here and you'll be good to go to generate it once more. But if you just want to edit the section, go ahead and select the section. And you can see that I hover over this. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in here. Let's go ahead and click it again. Let's go ahead and edit the section. You can see here that I hover over this and it highlights the section. So I'm going to select it here. Okay. And now it knows that if I want to edit something with the prompt that I want to provide it here, it's only going to work on this section. So we're not going to touch the whole design, just the section that I've selected. So it's a fantastic option here to modify just a specific section. You can also view the source code. So if you want to go into source code, if you're into coding, in my case, I'm not, but you have the option to modify the coding here. You got the whole source code here to start working, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me. Then you got your reference. If you want to use this design as a context for reference, you got your interact. So if you want to interact, just like you saw with the preview, but inside of here. So I can go ahead and type inside of here. So I can interact with it right now, but it's an option you can use there. Or you can go ahead and save this and use it on Figma, which we'll do this a little bit later, okay? We have more options available here, like viewing the prompt history, like what changes have been made to this. In this case, there's no changes, but there's a prompt history. And if you make changes, I'm going to do one right now because I want to show you something. I am just going to do something here. Change the style. Okay, let's go ahead and generate this. What it's going to do, it's going to make a stack. So you got two versions here, and you can see here, if I zoom in, you got a different stack here because it has different versions. Okay, if I go back, I'm viewing version 1. If I go to the next one, it's generating the version 2, which is pretty cool, right? So those are for the history that you can view there, plus it gets stacked. You can change the font if this is not the font that you are using for your branding. Use as context, which we saw already. View the source code. You can export this, save it, move to a page. You can go ahead and share it, or go ahead and remove it if we don't need this. And once you're good to go and you like your design, we can send this over to Figma. So in this case, what you want to do is install the add-on in Figma so you can import your designs. So right here, I have the UXPilot AI, the add-on here on Figma, and I can bring in my designs. I can actually start off the design from here. I can retrieve in Figma. So if I already have a design that I've been working on, I can bring it inside of here. So let me go ahead and select this one. And here we go. We now have this design that's bringing inside of Figma. So this is a previous design that I was working on, and I can bring it inside of here really easily without a hassle, and take full advantage of the AI on UXPilot to generate your designs right here, which you can see it's super easy to build and modify and send them over to Figma. But I do recommend that you check them out. Link provided in the description. They do have a free trial that you can get started right now with free credits. So test it out for yourself, find out that it's the right fit for you, and start off from there. But that is UXPilot, and that's a wrap.